Yes. Hello. What? Hello. Strategy Labs. So this is it's called Builders of Egypt Prologue. I've been following this game. It popped up that this was available a little while ago. It's some kind of like first mission or demo of what will be early access, which is humorous, isn't it? It's a demo of an early access. I believe it's just the first mission, so I suspect that there's not much to it. Of a classic walker-based city builder. Now, I'm a city builder expert. And walker-based city builders died for a reason. I played all of them back in the day, you know, the Caesars, the Pharaohs, etc. They died because the mechanics were bad. No nostalgic devs who are now in their 30s who didn't play them on release don't understand that. So if this is walker based, we won't be in it very long. That's all I'm fucking saying. The first Egyptians established arable fields mainly for spelt barley and date palm because their meals were based on beer and bread. Cattle, pigs, goats, sheep, goats. Was goats in there twice? Cattle, pigs, goats, sheep, and goats were reared, but most often tasty and nutritious fishes, various species supplied by the Nile was eaten. What the fuck? Continuously developing craftsmanship supported the development of agriculture and breeding. What? I beg your pardon? Thanks to the brickyards, which produced sun-dried mud bricks, the local population could build their first houses and workshops. In the early periods of Egypt's development, also bakeries and breweries can be considered as one of the most important workshops. Oh my god. It's a demo of an early access, but yet again proving that non-English as a first language developers should just pay someone in the United States $100 to go over their fucking text. I'll do it. You can send me your text, and for $100, I will correct this. And I'm not even great, but I can definitely do better than this. Whatever. There's a bunch of other fucking text here, but I'm sure it's just as fucking bad. Hey, I like Nefertiti though, right? No cam today because I'm not feeling it. The ruler of Upper Egypt, King Narmer, conquered Lower Egypt and united the kingdom on the Nile. Now the country needs capital. Oh. Why the world needs English majors. King Aha, Narmer's successor, sends you to Memphis to supervise the construction of this magnificent city, a political, administrative, and religious center, which will become home to the royal family, and thanks to its monumentality, will strengthen its authority. Fuck me. Win conditions are gather 12,500 bread, export 5,000 bricks, gather 2,500 pottery, and gather 200 dwellers. Now, those are pretty classic win conditions for a game, right? They seem high, but I don't know in context. Basic information. This short tutorial is intended for the early access version and will be expanded as the game develops. Here you will learn the basic rules of the game. Click on the right arrow to go further or press spacebar. In ancient Egypt, the idea of currency was unknown. The work was paid for with bread and beer. To simplify this mechanics, treat these resources as the cost of placing buildings and exchanging wares. You can find their icons in the top panel. You can get bread and beer mainly from trading and collecting taxes, but these are not a reliable source of income. So make sure you do not run out of them, because in such a situation, you will not be able to further develop your settlement. Okay. So don't run out of bread and beer. We already have no beer. Number of beers. Consider it a currency. Number of breads. Okay. Select a road from the building list and place a street where you will be building your settlement. Remember that the first basic resource is water, so it's best practice to build a settlement along the river. Build a road. Tell me what to fucking do. House and road. Road. Okay, so it's square based. Can we rotate the camera? We can. The graphics look alright. I mean, this is like equal to or better than Tropico 6. This is Unity. I think Tropico 6 is probably Unity too. But that's not totally surprising. Oh, that's interesting. There's an island here. When I go here, the cursor freaks out. You see? Watch this. Man. Is there like an area map? I like region maps. Oh, okay. All right, so this needs a lot of work. This region map is awful. It's like really poorly scaled and then really stretched out. The textures are really bad. That's bad. Make sure you work on that, guys. So that escape doesn't go back. I click on our city. No. Click on region map again. Yeah. Okay. I'm zoomed in somewhere. I don't know where. Okay. So back to this road cursor, because it appeared to be telling me the building area was actually quite restricted. It doesn't look like I can build on this island, for example. But it does kind of look like I can build there. Oh no, I can't build there, but I can build here. Can I build up here? I can build up there. You know. Okay, some rocks. The max zoom is unacceptably low. Oh, this is the incoming road. Yeah, the max zoom height is unacceptably low. It's demonstrably bad. I hate stuff like that. Okay, so that's interesting. The tutorial wanted me to build a bunch of roads, but you know, fuck tutorials. Am I right? Okay, so it's click and click for a road building. Food production. It told me not to fuck up on food, so a farm is 60. Okay, a farm is real small. Can I rotate that? Yes, I can rotate that with an R. Let's squeeze it right up against the border of the build area. So I say that. It's not letting me build there at all. It's not. It's all red. Obstacles. Okay, that's interesting. What about this? No, you can't rotate those. Oh, time is progressing, which is very annoying when I'm not doing anything. Okay, it seemed like I had it back there. No. Aha! So the only place to build farms is over here. Okay, I mean, it's not really open demo or anything, guys, when you don't let me do anything. Like, if the only thing I can do is what you want me to do, it's not really a game. Just saying. So now I'm building the road exactly where it said I was going to build the road in the first place, and there's no alternatives apparently. Okay. So you can't click on an existing road. You can only build square roads. You can't click on an existing road. You have to click on the square next to an existing road. So you can't click here. You have to click here. That's dumb. Okay. So now I got one farm. And okay, I can only build one fishing wharf exactly where it tells me. Well, I do. To be fair, I have a 2 square variation there. Fuck me. Okay, great. I'm putting that down. I put it down. Is there anything else you'd like me to do exactly? Because, I mean, fuck that, right? So that's interesting. They don't have to butt up on a road. Those are costing 60 bread apiece. What else we got? Wells. Wells can only be built in the green area. Who knows why? What about like housing? Houses. So no house there. No houses down there, but I can build houses here. And there. And there now. But not there. So they have to be connected by road. So that almost certainly means that it's walker based, right? Okay, this needs to be touching a road apparently as well. So that's that. It's interesting. Is that enough road for it? It is. So farms don't need to be like that though. Why are you blinking at me? I'm being blinked at. Oh, hey, Ninja Wolf 4 Games 3. How are you doing? How is Ninja Wolf Life treating you? Right, so everything's got to be touching a road. I'm all right. You know, little this, little that. What do we got? We have a shrine. Should we build a shrine? It's probably a little early to build a shrine. Yeah, how much was the shrine? Shrine's 150 bread. Well, it seems like I have enough bread for that. I can't build in this area. I guess maybe it's too swampy or something? I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed I can't build there. I really don't like the way these roads are interacting graphically either. You see that weird kind of like crossover bit there? It's weird. Right, what else? This demo is free on Steam, by the way, so it's Builders of Egypt Prologue. The early access game isn't actually out yet, but this is. And I think, from what I can tell from what other people said, this is just the first mission. So bizarre. Okay, so this terrain is invalid for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's impassable, but it doesn't like look designated impassable to me. But it does look a little bit different than this other terrain. But apparently, it's too impassable. What else? So I got a couple houses now. I got a well. That seems important. I have this many farms. Is that enough farms? Who knows? Fish wharf and a bazaar. Let's see, what do you say? Incoming dwellers. Dwellers are incoming to the city. They're excited. I'm excited. What's next? Ware production. Bricks. Where do bricks go? Do they only go on this perfectly dry or flat terrain? It looks like it. Now, if this game is like old games, you can't build this near housing or it becomes undesirable. But, you know, there's no tooltip or anything, so tough to say. Let's just put it there and see. It's interesting. The terrain texture and the tree texture is pretty good, but the housing texture right here is ass. This is garbage. Like, well, that upgraded. So that's pretty standard old formula from the day, right? Housing that upgrades when certain amenities are available to it. Here's my economy tab. Let's see. It's telling us about things. Yeah, lots of stuff. Looks like I might control trade there too. This is really big. This box is big and clunky looking. I lost bread there. This is saying what? No shovels. It's saying what? No mopping. Exclamation point. So I click on the building and I don't get any new information. No workers? No workers. Okay. So do we not have enough yet? I mean, the game warned us very clearly not to get in over our heads with population. We're gonna double the population. Because you know what goes wrong. This is weird. I feel like I should be able to click in the existing road and do something, but I can't. All right. Oh, that it kind of looks like I put down a half square there, doesn't it? No, it's a full square. Ugh. Escape doesn't release you from the tool. It was like an aborted sneeze. Oh, look, this is all flooded down here. All right, that looks good, right? That looks good. This game's really making me want to play Caesar 4, but I know that I would get into Caesar 4 and I'd be disappointed because the mechanics are fucking archaic. It's all flooded. The Nile flooded. Okay, this corner like here is flooded too, I guess. So maybe that's why it's not valid terrain. It's in the floodplain. This bit is not flooded. So now it should be all fertile and they should grow lots of it, right? Alright, ware production, I put those 3 down. Sanitary, I put a well down. Food production, just farms. There's no like granaries or mills or anything there. Faith-related buildings, there's a shrine. Here we go. A bazaar, I put that down. Granary, 375. Stockpile, 120. And fire station. Okay, so those are pretty classic buildings too. Can we fit a fire station there? No. Put it over here? Yeah, we'll put the fire station there. If that's a walker building, it definitely needs to be in a central area. Here's a shrine. Can we fit that in? No. We'll put a shrine there. A granary. We're going to put this down. Let's rotate it. Just because. Right, here we got a granary now. And I note that the buildings are not visibly distinct, really. Okay, this stockpile looks exactly like the stockpile from Caesar 4 in shape. Looks like I don't have enough peoples. Now, clicking on this, I'm not getting any information. Okay, if I right-click it on it, I get 7 dwellers. So is this a 6 dweller? It's a 5 dweller, yeah. So what's this need for upgrade? Access to well. That's not close enough. Okay. Where were wells? Where were wells? We get one back there. But I don't think that'll be close enough for that, but I guess we'll find out. Where were wells when you were welling? So interesting, this place is all organized incorrectly. There has to be a road to it as well. Alright, well, so let's go back out here. And take another go at this. So everything's got to touch a road. Houses have to be real close to wells. And crop and other production areas are extremely small. So we'll see what we can do there. All right. I just don't. I think this is the wrong way to look at it, don't you guys? Like, it doesn't seem upside down. It does to me. All right. Okay. I do not want you to tell me what to do. I want to discover what to do. That's like half the fun of games is figuring out how the game works, right? Like half the fun of games is fucking mechanics. Like, oh, what do I do now? All right. So is there any other fishing wharfs? So this is the only fishing wharf position. Yeah, this is actually a very small map. So from farms now. Oh god, I built this one in the wrong spot. I built it in the wrong spot. The cursor kind of fucked off there. It was weird. House Hand Road. All the way up there. Right. Oh no. And we'll go back all the way over here. Okay, that's the initial food stuff's on. So, what we learned last time is that our housing was definitely in the wrong spot because the well couldn't reach all of it. Because I built like a well like right here, and it has a very small radius. Very small. Which is unfortunate. So, we're going to put it there for now. See about that. Well, see about that. Well, we will. Well, we will. So what do you think? The bazaar or the... So the bazaar has a radius like this. Yeah, I really don't like that. I'm being restricted like that. Like that feels like a very old mechanic as well. And I do not like it. I do not like the way these mechanics are forcing me to build. You know, I mean, can I do that? So in old games like Caesar or Pharaoh, this would turn into like a plaza. All right. And the road tool would stay in my hands as well. Okay, so you know everything's got a road now, and then I built a bazaar. Let me build a shrine. Yeah, that overlaps that area. Let me get a brick maker. Oh, actually, let me put down the clay building. Yeah, which can go here. Nothing will be able to go there, I don't think. So let's build it like that. And then let's build the potter and the brick maker like that. Do you think that means we need another clay building? Granary. We're gonna build a granary there. And the stockpile we're gonna build back here. And then I think we'll need another housing block for this. So where can we build another well? So this well is here, so it doesn't cover any of that area up there. It seems like the bazaar has a radius, right? Did the shrine have a radius? Oh, we didn't build a fire station. It's the fire station radius is quite large. The bazaar radius is quite small. And what was the other one we were concerned about? Oh, right, this the shrine. The shrine is kind of mid-size. Okay, so like the problem I have with this, right, is that building radius like this like forces you to try to construct the perfect core as a core mechanic of the game, and that sucks. So there's nobody living in this yet, huh? Why not? It needs access to a well. There's a well right there. It's well within that radius. Okay, now that though I clicked off it and clicked back on, and it appears to have no. It's still nobody there. Is that bugged out? All the flashing stuff disappeared. But they're not actually full or anything. Like there's no workers there. Oh, here, now it's back again. That's just a bug. So this is telling me it has no well access. Yes? No, not really. I don't understand why it doesn't have well access either, but it clearly doesn't. The other buildings all just upgraded, and this one hasn't even populated yet. Oh no, now it has. Yeah, I think we were just waiting for people to come in from off map. So now everything's upgrading. So I still don't have enough information to know about workers. So, but those two don't have people. Oh, so right now it's 7 per, but they're not actually full. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? Is that right? No, that's not right. How did I get that? It's 12, 13, 14. Which is 90, like 100, over 100. Math, my strong point. TM. Okay, that now is full of workers. That's half full of workers. That's full of workers. That's full of workers. That's full of workers, but not carriers. And that doesn't have any workers. That's full of workers. Oh, there's 10 workers each for each one of these farms. Okay, so I don't have enough houses yet. So these two buildings here have the smallest radius. The bazaar has a tiny, tiny fucking radius. Yeah. Milestone. Okay. All right, it's time to quit and restart again. So, I mean, that's interesting. So restarting actually completely, or quitting out to the main menu completely restarts the game. That's also interesting, but that's like kind of like a old school, like, well, we haven't done restart yet, so we're just gonna clear memory. So did it seem like there was a housing radius, like a house needed to be within a certain distance of a job? Because I don't think there was. Yeah, this is really upside down. I don't like it. All right, road now. Road now. Work done. This is what? Okay, it's annoying to me that it's not telling me. So it's approximately 4 houses deep, it looks like. No, 3 houses deep, maybe at most. It's like that deep. All right. I believe that's enough. Learning mechanics. You know, it's kind of like decoding the inscrutable, right? All right. So yeah, those are the edge of that, but there is another like two short rows available here. So That's interesting. It's like I've pinned that even though I haven't actually pinned it. Okay, so I could do this, but I have to put a road on the other side. This is also fine, but I'll have to move that road. I'm still stuck in Wellview, interestingly enough. Oh. Oh no, I was looking in the wrong spot. Sure. So now the thing I haven't made any allowances for here are other upgrade needs. Let's see if they're ever asked for. I had put them down in the past, but I don't actually know when they're needed. So brickmaker and a potter. Now I bet I need the brickmaker to build those buildings. Build that there. A potter. That's touching a road. The bazaar has got this really bad circle, right? Like it really needs to be right there. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this bulldozer tool out. You do that. We're gonna build the bazaar here. And then we're gonna build the shrine over on the other side of the road. And then we're gonna hit fast forward here. I'm deeply unsatisfied with the mechanics of this game so far, because they're exceedingly primitive, but they appear to be choices rather than ignorance. And I think if you go back to the old school games, you'll find that when they are exceedingly primitive, which is quite often, it's because the devs didn't know they were breaking new ground. I think this is a good location for this. Yeah, they genuinely didn't understand how things could work, or what a better way would be, or what a worse way would be. They just didn't know. When you mimic it now with, like, say, Lethis or Frostpunk or something like now, when you like create these imitation games, maybe there's a no nostalgic satisfaction to it, but it's ass. Like the mechanic is garbage. That's why the city builder mechanics are better in City Skylines and Tropico than they are in Frostpunk or Lethis Path of Progress. Lethis Path of Progress is a particularly gratuitous example of like intentionally bad programming design. Like retro mechanics, because, well, this is the way they used to do it, so let me try doing it this way. Like as an academic activity of like, well, I've never made a game before, so let me mimic the way it used to be done in the past. That's what it feels like, and you get these really shitty games as a result. They're really bad games. I can't stand Frostpunk. Lethis is garbage too. Like, those games are embarrassing to me as a gamer because their mechanics are so primitive. So like, we've got some level 3 buildings here now. Yeah, nobody's working there. Or there's very few. Well, there's dwellers, but only 2 of them work. Now, if this game's economy worked, yeah, here we go. Number of inhabitants, available workers. If the economy worked right in this game, or the economic information panels worked right, I would be able to see 2 things here: available jobs and number of workers. I'll be honest, I don't see that. There's a lot of information here. None of it seems particularly useful. Balance, wages of employees, tax rate, number of buildings of each type, finances, diplomacy, mission, finances, yeah. Okay, press diplomacy. It looks like it's not enabled yet or something. Current amount of bread gathered. Bricks exported. Pottery gathered. Dwellers gathered. Okay, I mean, it's attractive in some respects. If you're what's it, yellow green colorblind, this is gonna be awful. It's very low contrast. The tree textures are good. The building texture, but is that guy just broken? What's up with him? What is it up with this guy? What is this guy? Why is he doing this? So okay, a modern game that doesn't have these limitations, designed from scratch limitations like walkers, is Dawn of Man. Like, it's a game where they've not tried to recreate old crappy mechanics. This is a game where they've intentionally tried to recreate antiquated mechanics out of like some misplaced nostalgia, I think. None of the farms have workers. Oh, they need roads. Okay. This needs a road too? All right, that's interesting. I mean, so everybody's gonna die from starvation now, right? Go away. Give me the road tool, thank you. So where does the road need to be? Does it need to be immediately adjacent to it? Because the last time I looked at these, it didn't look like they needed roads. So this has no workers, this has no workers. Okay, so the farm has to touch the road. All of these don't work. I don't think I can move them closer because I think that this was... Oh no, I can. They can be like partially on fertile land or something. I wonder if that changes yield. Maybe. Maybe not. So I have 63 available workers, but what information I don't seem to be getting at all is number of jobs, number of open jobs. I'm now producing wheat. Congrats on your wheat. So that's just money. There doesn't appear to be anything about the number of jobs there. Gift send. Yeah. This is like imports and exports. So am I now producing bread? Is there like a bread graph? This is cost, right? Having the resource be both currency and consumable is interesting. So are they have they filled this? They have. They filled that. Yep. So all the farms are being worked. That's progress, I guess. You know, their animation is, you know, unsurprising. Is this guy still stuck here? Yeah. What's up with this guy? I can highlight him individually, and that's interesting to me, but I can't actually select him or anything. Like this guy. This guy's just jogging in place. He's getting some exercise. That just moved to a level 3 house right there. So this is a level 2 and this is level 3. And I don't have any level 1s anymore because those are huts. Everything has to be built within radius of a well. It looks like upgrades are also modified by access to a bazaar and access to a shrine. So right now it's would be asking for access to a temple, but it looks like it has a long way before it actually gets there, doesn't it? Yeah, this one's been one for a while, right? Now this says 9 of 9 dwellers, but no workers available. That might mean all the workers have jobs. So those could be unemployed. Available could be unemployed, or available could mean of the 9 people, only 2 of them are eligible to work. I'm not actually sure. This demo is free on Steam right now. Builders of Egypt Prologue. It's free to play on Steam. You can play the first mission of what is going to be the game. The game is not quite into early access. Maybe if you bought it off of Steam or something it is, but on Steam it is not. The full version of the early access game is not yet available. So I don't see any reason to grow this yet, though obviously I do have these mission requirements for... Oh no, but I'm there already. I have got more dwellers than I need. And I just need to make all this bread, but that'll just happen over time. As long as I have a positive bread. Oh, actually I'm going down though, aren't I? This looks like I would be able to get useful information here. Ooh, I'm almost out of bread. Oh my god. So it didn't seem to me like bread was being produced by the granary. Was it? This is the granary? No, that's the potter. This is the granary. It seemed like bread was being produced directly from the farm. Is there anything about output here? No, this is wheat and straw. This is just for wheat storage. I didn't see a building that was about food production. To like turning wheat into bread. No? Do they turn wheat to bread in the bazaar? No, they might do it at home or something. Because all that's here is wheat, fish. There's no bread as a commodity here. Okay. But interestingly enough, of course, there's a limited amount of wheat stored there. It's all gone now, for example. Let's build a few more farms. And see where that gets us. Oh, we're bankrupt. We're bankrupt. We waited too long. Too much yakking, too little clicking. We're in the hole. So available workers may very well be unemployed. All right, well, it's time to start again because we learned a bunch of stuff. And learning stuff on your own is way better than the tutorial. I think everyone who's ever played a video game knows that. I love that quitting to the main menu just actually quits and restarts the game. And when I say I love that, I mean I don't actually love that. Campaign. New campaign. Start. Alright, so that radius I built seemed okay. And it did seem like there was plenty of excess workers in it. So that city core seemed alright. Delicious coffee. Though that one was mostly grounds. Alright, the upside down start. House on Road. Okay, close the tutorial. Because tutorials are for the weak. Tutorials are for people who don't have time to play. That's what it is. Right? Tutorials are for people who are like, I don't actually have time to figure out this video game on my own. I'm gonna go out and find the answers on a tutorial. All right, so will we be able to build that up there? Yeah, we will. So I can even build it on this little one spot here. So I can do that. Now I built like 6 last time, and that didn't seem like enough, did it? So let's build 10. And then we'll run this road through the flood there, right up Fishmonger Lane there, and up here. Can we build that or not? We can. Yes? Oh yeah, it plowed for us. I beg your pardon. All right. So the number one thing we saw was that wells determine housing upgrades. So we want to build based on a well. So we're going to build the well right in the middle of the street. We're just going to delete this square of street. Oh god, I moved the camera. My finger was doing all the work. Where did it again? It's right there. Don't move. No, I click demolish. I have to right click off of well, then click demolish. Okay, so I have to right click off of that. Okay, that's just kind of clumsy. All right. The other thing I learned here is that this radius, I can kind of pin it. If I just click that view, I can now switch to other buildings. And I want that because I want to be able to build the houses as efficiently as possible in this tiny area. Now, considering the way this works with fertility, I bet I can build houses on the very edge of this. Right, so we want to do that. And then we're going to build them like we're playing Anno, right? But I can't build that, but there might actually be a physical obstruction there. All right, so this is how you would do it in Anno, right? You'd fill the available space in the circle based on like how many roads you had access to and stuff. I can't build there for some reason. Let's build roads on those initial houses there, which I cannot see for shit now that I've zoomed out. Yeah, so there's something wrong with this ground up here that I can't build on. That's unfortunate. Oh, it's like floodplain or something. That makes me want to move the whole thing. I don't. Well, I spent a bunch already, so I can't really do it. Right click off. Right click on. It's now gonna need to be this road here. And that road there, like there-ish. All right, and then more houses. Oh wait, no, those two spots are needed for the area restricted buildings. This one and this one. And then we'll put in houses in the rest of those spots there. Okay, that well tip there, staying in the way, is kind of annoying. Okay, click. Not enough workers. Well. So build that there. And then it seemed like we had that much, right? So like in Anno, these houses would be invalid, right? Can we squeeze 2 more houses up here? I keep accidentally clicking on other buildings, and then why is that fixed like that? It's so weird. So it didn't seem like I could build these. Yeah, that ground is bad for some reason. All right, so unfortunately, that probably is the most efficient placement in that specific area. And the other thing it seemed like was there are no other buildings that I could tell were resource restricted. So let's build, or area specific. So let's get Let's get the potter and the brick maker, which did seem like they needed roads. Oh, I can't. The land's no good. And the clay pit. Okay. Now, I'm getting really intermittent, like, information about access. These doesn't look like this needs. No, it does need road. Okay. So it is. I mean, got room. And this probably needed road too, but just not enough workers yet. Okay, great. Great, he says. All right, and then a granary, which of course would need a road, so that's too wet there, I guess. Oh, but it'll go there. A stockpile. Stockpile over there, because that didn't seem radius based either. And then this fire station seems radius based, but it has a big radius, so that protects pretty much all the dwellings and stuff too. So then, like, it didn't actually seem like we need a bakery, which is interesting, isn't it? Seemed like maybe bread is made at home. So we're just waiting for people now. They just spawn out of nowhere here. This all mother here. Current year, -3,000. That doesn't make any sense. -3,000 till what? Till what? If you're going for authenticity, it should probably not be the Christian year convention. Like, this level 1 building kind of looks like they're growing their own food next to their own hut, doesn't it? Milestone. Settlement. So that's a size thing. 100 inhabitants. So now all of those are going to upgrade, right? Yeah. All of those upgraded. Not only the not empty ones. Yeah. That fire station. Yeah. All right, fine. Fine. Fire station. Here? No. Here? Here. There it is. So like that perfect block thing. So this looks like I have 7 extra, 8 extra, 9, 10. Kind of looks to me like I with this pattern I've already filled all these jobs. I hate this pattern. It's ugly as all shit. I want my houses in nice neat blocks. Let's see. I've somehow managed to leave this without a road. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm probably gonna go take this off my wish list. I find it exceedingly primitive, and though it's probably somewhat challenging when you're trying to balance population versus income versus production. The mechanics that you do so with are antiquated and intentionally awful. It's basically what it comes down to. Like this is built on a fundamentally flawed example of older games, and wow, that's a lot of farm cost, isn't it? It's older games that where the models in those games was abandoned years and years and years ago, and that those were abandoned because they sucked, and it still sucks. It looks good, but and if you're the type of person who isn't me, which is most people are not me. If you're the type of person who isn't me, you might like this game if you like primitive mechanics, is what it comes down to. Like if you enjoy these old mechanics, I call them old. That's a value word, but it's true nonetheless. If you like value mechanics, if you like old mechanics, and getting your farms flooded by the Nile, dun, 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 you'll probably like this game, but I fucking don't. All right, I'm gonna stop and restart because I want this as a separate VOD. So I'll be back.